everybody, it's Steph and welcome to week 3 of your FitFans home exercise workout. We're going to be adding on slightly from the workout that we did last week, and we're going to be doing a bit of a progression, but it's going to be lasting about 20, maybe 25 minutes or so, and it's going to be a little bit more progressed than where we were last week. But I'm sure you're all fitter and stronger from the workouts that you've been doing. But just remember, plenty of options there, so you work at the level that feels most comfortable for you, okay? So we're going to be doing mobility first, then we'll go into our aerobic activity, tiny bit of strength training, and then some flexibility at the end. So let's start off with our mobility. Remember our march? Lovely. So as always, make sure you've got your water nearby. Have a chair there for support just in case you need it. And as always, you can always press pause and have a break whenever you need to. That's not a problem. And yeah, just relax, get yourself comfortable, make sure you've got plenty of ventilation, because like I say, we're working a tiny bit harder than where we were last week, so you might find that you get a tiny bit warmer. Lovely, so we've got our march. Let's get our arms involved if we can. And then just remember, you can do this seated if you want to, that's not a problem, or you can use your chair for support. Lovely. So get those knees lifted, get those arms moving. Arms come down, shoulder rolls at the same time. Lovely. Lifting those shoulders up, rolling them round. That's great. And change direction, just bring those shoulders forwards. Wonderful. Let's go into our knee taps then. Tapping our knees, opposite arm to leg. Lots of movement in that back as well if we can. So I hope you're all feeling well, and I hope you're starting to feel a little bit more confident with exercise now. And hopefully you're starting to feel the benefits, being a little bit fitter, a little bit stronger, and how good it feels after you've had a workout. So we're going to try and do our workouts a couple of times a week, maybe 3 or 4 if you can. Keep that body nice and fit. Okay, into our hip openers. So knee rolls out to the side, knee rolls out. Wake up the hips. Good. And use that chair for support if you want to. That's great. And let's go into our twists. So heels come down, just wake up that back. Twisting side to side. Remember, you can keep the head still if you need to, or you can turn and look behind the body if you wish. All right, lovely. Let's go back to our march. So marching it out, get those knees up nice and high. That's it. Feel the blood starting to go around the body, so you're starting to get warmer now. And that will just help our body move that a little bit more. Get the very best out of your exercise. Shoulder rolls. Well done. Few more times. Onto those knee taps. Knee comes up. That's it. Nice big rotation. And remember, you can make it smaller, or you can make it bigger. That's great. A few more times, and then we're going to move on to our hip openers. Okay, ready? Off we go. So knee rolls out to the side and rolls out. So as always, plenty of breathing. Good breathing is one of those things people don't realise sometimes, that you can hold your breath slightly when you're exercising. Makes it a lot harder. Nice deep breaths. Always keep that chin lifted, let the air get in. It's alright to take a big deep breath whilst you're exercising. We don't need to hold our breath at any point. Okay, onto our twists, side to side. Hopefully we're feeling nice and mobile. few more. Really get those shoulders rotating around the body, wake up the back. Okay, lovely. Grab yourself a quick drink, but whilst you're having a drink, I want you to keep your body moving. So the legs are still moving, keep those arms swinging about a bit, just to keep that heart rate slightly raised, ready for the first part of our exercise. So, like I said, we're going to stick to the same sort of format as what we did last week. So we're going to do our aerobic activity first, and then we'll go into our strength, then we'll go into our flexibility. But the exercises are slightly different. Okay, last week you did amazing. This week, these exercises, a little bit harder, but there's plenty of options to do. I'm going to show you the first exercise, then we'll all start together at the same time. Now we're going to be moving laterally today, so really good, not only cognitively for the mind, but really good for the muscles at the side of our body. We're going to do a side shuffle. So from here, we're going to shuffle to the side, and then we're going to tap. Shuffle to the side, and tap. Okay, I don't care what arm you use, but the hand comes down, or both hands, and then we come over. Now you can walk and tap, or if you want to, take it into a bit of a jog, and you choose how fast you go and how low you go down. If you're wanting to tap the floor though, try to avoid this and make sure you bend at the knees and tap down so it's a squat. That's if you want to tap the floor. It's a lot harder to do it that way, so it's completely up to you. We're going to do 3 aerobic exercises, 30 seconds each, then we have a nice minute break. So, get yourself ready. Choose your side, make sure you've got plenty of space, and we'll start in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Regular breathing. If you are tapping down, remember, make sure we're not leaning forward, keep the chest lifted, and we're pushing our bum back. 5 seconds. And relax it there. Second exercise then, half jacks or star jumps. You choose the option. This one is a much bigger option. A lot more impact for the lower body, so if you don't feel comfortable, stick with the half jacks. That's not a problem. And if you are doing the full star jump, land nice and soft. And relax it there, well done. Last exercise then, we're going to keep marching. Fingers go in, thumbs on top, garden, speedball. Okay, so out to the side. Taking up, round to the other side and down. That's it, keep rotating those arms. And down. Good, keep going. Can you go any faster? And relax there, amazing work. Grab yourself a quick drink, you've got 1 minute break. Woo! So I did tell you it was going to be a little bit tougher this week. So we want our heart rate to go up whilst we're exercising, but then we want it to come down whilst we're having this break. So keep moving for me, grab yourself a quick drink, and we'll repeat those exercises again. So you might have noticed this week, these aerobic exercises are a little bit bigger, we've got more travelling, and things that we're doing just gets that heart rate up a bit more, burns more calories, works on the fitness even more as well. And that's the idea, we'll get fitter and fitter and stronger. So we're going to be going back to the first exercise then, which is going to be the side shuffles. Have a think about how it felt when you did it. Did it feel easy? Did it feel hard? Tweak it if you need to. Okay, get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So remember your options. 5 seconds. Okay, and relax it there. Second exercise, star jumps or half jacks. These are your half jacks, or you've got your star jumps. So regular breathing. You can go as fast or as slow as you like, small movements or big movements. Few more. Come on, you're doing great. Few more seconds. 2, 1, guard up, speedball. Go, go, go. Keep marching those legs for me. And let's take it up to the side. Bring it down. Other side. Take it up. Side. Down. Other side. 10 seconds, come on. Take it up. Side. Down. And relax. Grab yourself a quick drink. Keep yourself moving. Well done. I think aerobic exercise is always some of the toughest to do psychologically as well, because you know your heart rate's going up, you know you're feeling out of breath, and sometimes you can just feel a little bit panicked with that. Just make sure you're breathing regularly, you've got plenty of ventilation, and this is just your lungs getting stronger, and you're getting fitter. You're doing really well, really, really well. Let's do this next bit, then we'll stretch, and then you're free to go. This is going to be our strength training now. So last week we did squats. We're going to be doing squats again this week. It's such a good exercise, works all the muscles in the lower body, so many. So you can either stick with the squats that you did, using your chair for support, or if you want to make it harder, then we're going to take the squat down as far as you feel comfortable, and then do small pulses. Okay, so these pulses you can do a bit higher or you can be lower. So there's a small movement, and I'll show you from the side. The hips are back and we're here. Small movement, making sure those knees aren't traveling forward and our butt is pushed back. Okay, so in 10 seconds we're going to start, and that'll be our exercise. So get your breath back, get yourself ready. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So squat pulses. So remember, it's a small movement. It is a tough one for the legs. If that's too much, just go back to the squats that we did last week. You can make the move a lot more shallow, just to here. 10 seconds. Two, 1, and relax. Next exercise is press-ups. Hands are against the wall, and all we're going to do is bend at the elbows and slowly come back. Bend at the elbows and push back. We're just going to stick with wall press-ups this week. There'll be options over the next few weeks to do the press-ups on the floor. If you wish, keep going with those for me. Just make sure you keep the hands nice and wide. We bend at the elbows and we push back. That's it, only go down as far as you feel comfortable. All right, that's fine. Last exercise then, we're going down onto the floor, and we have got crunches. Feet are on the floor, hands down by your sides, or across the chest or either side of the head. We're going to do little crunches up and down. Now this is a great one for the muscles in the tummy. Just keep the moves nice and small. We're squeezing and then release, and we're trying to get the shoulder blades to lift up. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Lovely. You've got a 1 minute break. Grab yourself a quick drink and try and get yourself up. We don't want to stay lying down on the floor, otherwise your body's going to think it's that we've finished, and we have done. We have not yet. We've got one more round to go. So try and get yourself up, get yourself standing, get that blood going back around the body. You're doing really well. You've earned this break. There's just one more set to go of our strength training. And then we'll go into our flexibility. Hopefully we're feeling okay. Shake out those legs, shake out those arms. Get yourself ready. So when we do our next set, remember you can progress it or you can make it easier. You choose your level. Okay, so we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Off we go, squats. Or the squat pulses if you want to make it harder. Or if that's too much, if that's really burning those thighs, you can just stick with those shallow squats here. It's not a problem. Regular breathing. Feel all of those muscles starting to work in the lower body. They'll all be saying stop. We're going to keep going. 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Press ups next then, against the wall. Hands nice and wide, bending at the elbows. Keep going for me. Just make sure, bend at those elbows, slowly push back, regular breathing the whole time. Okay, really good. Keep going. Couple more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax. Come down onto the floor. Ready for abs. Last 30 seconds. So lying down, feet on the floor, hands down by your side, across the chest or by the head. And we're just going to crunch up and down. Can we get those shoulder blades to come off the floor? That's it. Minimal movement in the head. It's the shoulder blades that lift up and lower. Come on, last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, you can do it. One more. 1. Well done. Slowly bring yourself back up to standing. Oh, that was amazing. Really good. You've earned yourself a drink. And let's cool our heart rate down. So let's take it back to a march. Something nice and easy. I can't tell you how many muscles you worked then. You did 3 exercises, but those 3 exercises consisted of so many muscles working. So you might just feel the ache here, but all the muscles in the hips, the bum, the thighs, around the knees, your calves, your feet, even your core muscles would have worked with that one exercise. So lots and lots of muscles working, really, really good for the body. And your body will thank you for it. And aching is a part of it. The best way to help with any aching that you've got is just to keep moving, even if it's just steady marches like this. And pretty soon, in a few weeks, you'll find exercises like this pretty easy. And you want to make them harder. Here we go, Steph, show us harder options. And I'll be refilming these to do that. Okay, lovely. Relax it there. Just give me some toe taps. Nice and easy. Let that heart rate come down. Lovely. Okay, let's just pop the hands onto the hips. You know that sideways movement we did earlier? We'll do it again, but very small this time because we're cooling down. 2 little steps to one side, and then same on the other side. Very small steps, nice and easy. Bring that heart rate down, rest. Okay, let's just go back to that march, but just keep the hands on the hips. I hope you've got the windows open, lots of fresh air coming in, keep you nice and cool. So hopefully you've been practicing those stretches as well that we did last week. We're going to do those stretches again, just build on them ever so slightly. Really good to keep these areas nice and supple. So chest stretch then. Remember last week where we put our hand on the wall, so your hand is shoulder height, and then we just gently turn away, feeling that stretch across the upper body and the chest. Only go as far as you feel comfortable. Just feel that stretch, and remember, just like last week, if that's too much, you can bring the hands here, or you can place them here, not a problem. Change over sides if you've got your hand on the wall. and do this side. Spinning around. Just relax that breathing, feeling the heart rate coming down now. That's great, relax it there. Give those arms a bit of a shake. Whew, they'd have worked in those press-ups today. They'll be looking great. Okay, next one, quads. So last week we did hip flexors, which is stretching this area here. We're going to take it further into the quad this week. So you're going to use your wall for balance or use a chair. And you're going to hold on to the back of your trousers, or the back of your socks if you're wearing any, or the back of your trainers, or if you can you get hold of the front of the trainer. And what we want to do is bring that heel in, knees are in line, and we push our hip bone forward. And then you'll feel that stretch just down the front thigh here. So if that's too much, then you might have a sofa or a chair nearby. Could you potentially put your foot on there and then lift up slightly so you can feel that stretch across the thigh? If that's too much, if you have got any knee injuries, go back to the stretch that we did last week, taking that leg back, lifting up, stretching that hip flexor, and then lifting that arm as well. And that'll still stretch the thigh, not as much, but it still stretches it, so it's fine. Okay, let's change over. So other side. Again, holding on the back of the trousers, back of the trainers, or the trainer. And then squeeze the hips forward, lift up the rib cage. Feel that stretch across the thighs. How is our balance? Okay, a few more seconds. Lovely, relax up there, give it a shake. And the hamstring stretch that we did last week. So taking one foot forward, pushing the hips back, keeping that front leg straight, hinging forward at the hips, just so you can feel that stretch down the back of the leg. Holding that there. And I'll show you this from the side as well if you're a bit unsure. These muscles in particular can get really, really tight if we are being a little bit more sedentary than normal. So this is a great way to stretch them off. Hold them for a good 20-30 seconds if we can. Change over. The same again. Other leg forward. Push the hips back, bending that back knee, keeping the front leg straight. Just feel that stretch. You should be really proud of what you've done today. So this week was a progression from last week. So well done. And although you might find that it works you more and the heart rate and it works your muscles a little bit more, it's a good thing. It's going to help you get more fit and more strong. So just make sure for the next few moments, plenty of water, lots of movement, keep the blood circulating around that body, and well done. I shall see you next week.